I don't
Well,
care. I don't care about
Well, I
what
am
size the
getting
ring
that.
is.
Well, I am getting that.
I don't care
Well,
about
I'm
what size
getting
the
that.
ring is.
Check
I
your
don't think it
contract.
makes
Check your
any
contract,
difference
'cause Ben
at all
obviously ain't done a
to
good
the
job for
outcome
you.
of the fight. It was a statement
What was the statement?
that if you cheat, you will be punished. You will be embarrassed. You will be exposed.
Cleared.
Okay.
3 times.
Cleared by people I don't know and don't care about.
You're the
The 2025 boxing schedule is packed with high-profile bouts featuring top fighters across various weight divisions. Fans can look forward to a series of thrilling matchups and title defenses throughout the year.
You move the fuck out the way.
What's the game plan to beat Ryan Garcia?
I don't really got a game plan. I didn't have one when I whooped his ass, so...
Are you talking about in sparring?
Yeah.
As we kick off on April 12th, 2025, undefeated welterweight champions Jaron Ennis and Imanta Stanionis will face off in a unification bout at Jim Whelan Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. The fight will be streamed live worldwide on DAZN. International Boxing Federation welterweight champion Ennis, 33-0, 29 knockouts, is renowned for his knockout power and switch hitting technique. He defeated Karen Chukadjian via unanimous decision in his most recent fight on November 9th, 2024, which was his second victory over Chukadjian. The WBA champion Stanionis, 15-0, 9 KOs, defeated Raja Butaev via split decision in April 2022 to earn the title. Following Terrence Crawford's promotion to junior middleweight, he was crowned complete champion in August 2024. Both fighters are eager to prove their dominance in the welterweight division. Ennis expressed his readiness, stating, "I know I'm the best in the welterweight division. He's the second best fighting the best. Now, it all comes down to who's the better fighter. That answer, according to Ennis, will be painfully obvious once the bell rings. Y'all are gonna see April 12th. Ahead of his upcoming major bout, Jaron Ennis has been posting training videos that demonstrate his unwavering focus and resolve. His dedication to preserving his top ranking in the welterweight class is demonstrated by his rigorous preparation. Stanionis echoed his determination, saying, "On April 12th in Atlantic City, I'll show the world what I'm made of. This unification bout is my chance to prove I'm the king of the welterweight division." He also marked this fight as do or die for both the fighters.
Are we going to see the best version of you, and I'm assuming the best version of him because of those same type of stakes?
Yeah, for sure. It's do or die for me, and I think it's the same for him. It's big prize, and it's not only like 2 belts, it's also Ring Magazine. It's who had the Ring Magazine.
In addition to winning the coveted Ring Magazine welterweight title and combining the IBF and WBA championships, the victor will establish themselves as the best fighter in the weight class. On the same date, in addition to this mega clash, the matchup between Raymond Ford and Thomas Mattis at junior lightweight also promises to be an exciting contest, with Ford's sharp boxing skills and speed going up against Mattis's power and aggression. This clash could be a test of whether Ford's technical approach can neutralize Mattis's knockout potential. Moreover, in the Arturo Papaka versus Christian Cardo fight at junior featherweight, both fighters are expected to bring a lot of intensity and determination, with Papaka's ferocity likely countering Cardo's smooth and calculated style. Moving up to Shakram Giyasov versus Franco Maximiliano Ocampo in the welterweight division, Giyasov's explosive power and aggressive style will face Ocampo's ability to withstand pressure, making it a thrilling encounter that could end in a knockout. After a strong start to his professional career, Ben Whittaker will take on Liam Cameron in a light heavyweight fight. Whittaker hopes to continue moving up the ranks. Cameron, who is renowned for his skill and strong defense, will try to match Whittaker's speed and style. Frank Warren has also provided an update on the dispute surrounding the rounds of this bout.
Contract was drafted for 12 rounds and signed by all parties. What is there to dispute from where we stand? But unfortunately, they negotiated a 10-round fight and signed a contract for a 10-round fight with Ben, and that's where they are.
Another anticipated matchup sees Lee Cutler take on Sam Eggington in a junior middleweight clash. Eggington, a hard-hitting fighter with a strong fan base, will be looking to use his experience to outmuscle Cutler, who is known for his relentless style and ability to take a punch. They both can be seen staring hard at each other in their face-off.
I came and watched you box in Liverpool, and I was inspired by you. I was still an amateur then. But this is going to be an interesting fight. Sabington, you can never ever write him off.
Lee Cutler's on a good roll as well. I think it's 8 wins on the bounce for him, so he'll be looking to push on as well. What do you think it's going to come down to?
I think it's going to come down to fight freshness. And you know, Sam Eggington is tough.
The heavyweight division will also be in the spotlight with Fraser Clark against Ebenezer Tete, where Clark, with his Olympic pedigree, will look to showcase his power and skill, while Tete will bring an aggressive approach to the ring. Fraser Clark has recently spoken about his fight with Tete regarding this fight being challenging for him.
This is not an easy fight to come back to. This guy is fucking capable, mate. Listen, let me tell you, he gives Dylan White nightmares. He gave Sergio Kuzmin a good fight a few weeks ago. But to be honest, you could put anyone in there with me, and you can do that any time, any day of the week, any fight you want. If I'm going into a fight, I'm going to win. It's as simple as that. I've done my homework, and listen, I'm not taking this guy lightly at all. You know, I brought loads of good sparring and had really good rounds with people that were coming to win and take my head off and throw a lot of shots. Awkward people. So you know, I've treated this camp like I've treated every camp, with full respect for the opponent.
In addition to these big clashes, in the Tyler Denny versus Elvis Ahorga super middleweight showdown, both fighters will be looking to prove themselves as legitimate contenders in the division. Denny, who is renowned for his strong foundation and resilient chin, will compete against Ahorga, who poses a threat due to his knockout ability.
No, hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Solid. Soldier. Always a soldier.
On April 26, 2025, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, England, a highly anticipated boxing match is set to take place between Chris Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn. This bout is particularly significant as it revives the legendary rivalry between their fathers, Chris Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn, who faced each other twice in the early 1990s. They also had some issues with each other in their face-off.
April 26th, it's Ben versus Eubank. The limit 160 pounds. The family feud goes on.
Oh, tempers flaring there.
The battle has had a turbulent path to completion. After Ben failed 2 tests administered by the Voluntary Anti-Doping Association, the October 2022 date was rescheduled. Ben was authorized to box in the UK in November 2024 after a string of legal and regulatory issues, opening the door for this April bout. Conor Benn recently can be seen preparing hard and getting ready to emerge as victorious in his bout against Eubank. The fight has recently been confirmed as part of a 2-fight deal, and regardless of the result, a rematch is certain by December 2025. Fans will see at least 2 spectacular fights between the 2 combatants thanks to this agreement, which gives the rivalry a fascinating new dimension. As we move forward, Ryan Garcia and Rolando Romero will also square off in a highly anticipated junior welterweight boxing match on May 2nd, 2025 in Times Square, New York City. Garcia's return to the ring after a 1-year suspension for failing drug tests makes this bout especially noteworthy. Garcia's last appearance was in April 2024 against Devin Haney, a bout that ended in controversy after he tested positive for Ostarine, leading to a no contest ruling. Both the fighters also engaged in heated verbal moments in their recent press conference.
Bro, of course I'm gonna test the chin. That's my job, you know. Even if it was 31-0 with 31 knockouts, my job is to test his chin.
I don't understand what you mean by chin. I got up every single time against somebody that was on PDs. So that showed that I had a chin.
In preparation for this comeback, Garcia has re-teamed with trainer Derek James, who has coached champions like Jermell Charlo and Errol Spence Jr. Garcia trained with James. However, Garcia has returned to James for this important bout because of Reynoso's obligations. The event, dubbed Fatal Fury City of Wolves, is organized by Turki Alalshik and features a stacked card. Alongside the main event, Devin Haney will face Jose Carlos Ramirez, and Teofimo Lopez will defend his WBO super lightweight title against Arnold Barboza Jr. The card aims to showcase top-tier boxing talent and is expected to draw significant attention, especially given the location in the heart of New York City. Moreover, Canelo Alvarez will also compete against unbeaten IBF super middleweight champion William Skull for the undisputed super middleweight titles on May 3rd, 2025 at the Kingdom Arena in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. This battle is also important since Alvarez wants to get back the IBF title that was taken away from him in 2024 when he chose to fight Edgar Berlanga rather than Skull, who was his forced opponent. This event is scheduled to take place in the early hours of May 4th in Riyadh, allowing for a primetime broadcast in the United States on Saturday night, May 3rd. This strategic timing is designed to maximize viewership across key markets. For Alvarez, securing a victory over Skull would not only unify the super middleweight division, but also set the stage for a highly anticipated showdown against Terrence Crawford on September 13th, 2025 in Las Vegas. Canelo has also shared his views regarding this fight.
And you know, this fight is very important to me. I never take nothing easy. I always train in my 100% because I know he have a lot of skills, but you know, he's no other Canelo out there. So I'm gonna prepare myself and put it a good show in Saudi Arabia and Riyadh.
Skull, who holds a professional record of 23-0 with 9 knockouts, clinched the vacant IBF title in October 2024 by defeating Vladimir Shishkin. Fighting out of Germany, the 31-year-old Cuban is known for his slick and unorthodox style. Despite his undefeated record, Skull enters the ring as a significant underdog against the seasoned Alvarez, who boasts a record of 62-2-2 with 39 knockouts. While we keep talking about the boxing schedule of 2025, T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas will hold a boxing event with 2 championship fights on May 4th, 2025. In the main event, Ramon Cardenas of San Antonio will face Japanese Phenom Naoya Inoue, who is defending his unchallenged junior featherweight belts. With a 29-0 record and 26 knockouts, Inoue has won a number of weight divisions, including bantamweight and now junior featherweight. He hasn't been in the United States since 2021 until this bout. With a 26-1 record, Cardenas earned his opportunity at the title with a string of strong wins, including a recent triumph against Brian Acosta. Despite being a huge underdog going into the fight, he is determined to take advantage of the situation. The co-featured bout will see Rafael Espinoza defending his WBO featherweight title against Edward Vasquez. Espinoza, undefeated at 26-0 with 22 knockouts, captured the title by defeating Robeisy Ramirez in December 2023 and has successfully defended it once. Vasquez, with a 17-2 record, has previously challenged for world titles and is eager to seize this opportunity to become a champion. Vasquez said, "I have the experience of being at the world title level, so I have that under my belt now." He further added in regard to his preparation for the fight, "I'm just all around more seasoned, and I think I'm smarter in terms of just the game in general, how to box better, how to just handle all situations." Both fighters are expected to deliver an exciting match, adding to the event's appeal. This event is part of a 2-fight deal for Inoue, with a subsequent bout against Murodjon Akhmadaliev scheduled for September 14th in Tokyo. The May 4th card is set to offer fans an action-packed night featuring high-stakes fights with significant title implications. Anthony Kakase and Lee Wood are also going to face off in an exciting super featherweight championship match at Nottingham's Motorpoint Arena on May 10th, 2025. Entering the fight with a record of 23 victories, 1 defeat, and 8 knockouts, Kakatse is the current IBO super featherweight champion. He defeated Michael Magnesi to win the IBO title in September 2022, and he defeated Damian Rzeszynski to successfully defend it in May 2023. He forfeited the IBF championship to fight Wood, but it was a notable triumph in May 2024 when he defeated Joe Cordina in the 8th round to win the belt. Their face-off was just more than a face-off, as they shared words with each other while laughing in happy moos.
You were fucking. You were a wee bit of platform. You 5'10". 5'10". I'm 5'10" with a pound. And that'll be a bit of, that's an inch or two on you.
Well, this is an absolutely terrific fight. May 10th in Nottingham, live on DAZN. Kakachi against Wood, the Apache against Lethal Lee Wood. We've got the IBO World Super Featherweight Champion against the former two-time World Featherweight Champion.
After regaining the WBA title with a decision over Josh Warrington in June 2023, Wood is now moving up to Super Featherweight, aiming to become a two-weight world champion. Both fighters are highly motivated, making this matchup a significant event in the Super Featherweight division. Josh Taylor will make a comeback to the ring on May 24th, 2025 at Glasgow's OVO Hydro in a welterweight fight against Ekau Esseman. After recent disappointments, Taylor, the former undisputed super lightweight champion, moves up to welterweight with the goal of regaining his title. With his aggressive approach and stellar record, Esseman, the WBO European welterweight champion, poses a serious threat. Additionally, DAZN will also stream this event live. While Josh acknowledges his opponent's abilities, he still believes that he can beat him.
He's tough, strong bull. He's got a good boxing brain as well. It's kind of underestimated a little bit. But he's good and it's tough. But when it comes down to skills and ring craft and ring IQ, I can outbox him and outfox him.
As an addition, Nathaniel Collins and Lee McGregor are also set to face off for the WBC silver title in an all-Scottish featherweight bout in the co-main event. The undefeated former British champion Collins brings a 15-0 record with 7 knockouts. Former European bantamweight champion McGregor has a 15-1-1 record with 11 knockouts. Lee has also shared his thoughts on the fight and his opponent in one of his recent interviews.
I've come up to featherweight, I feel better at it, I've built really well in it, so there's no issue there with the weight. I think, again, it suits me. It gives me a chance to show my boxing a bit more because I feel like I need to. Can't stand and out. Yeah, at times, but there's definitely going to be moments where we're going to be sitting in the pocket and we're going to be letting our hands go, and I feel like I'll come out on top with that as well. This is why I'm confident in the fight. I think I can win by boxing, but I also do believe at the right times that I can outfight him as well.
This bout is widely anticipated because both competitors are keen to establish dominance in their native countries. On June 27, 2025, former WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder will make his return to the ring against Tyrrell Herndon at the Charles Koch Arena in Wichita, Kansas. Wilder, known for his formidable knockout power, has faced challenges in recent years, securing only 1 win in his last 5 bouts. Deontay can be seen preparing in a unique way before his fight with Tyrrell, as he can be seen on the beach, preparing for the fight. After a decision loss to Joseph Parker in December 2023, he lost by knockout to China's Zhilei Zhang in his most recent bout in June 2024. As we move closer to the end, the much anticipated fight between Crawford and Alvarez, which was originally planned for September 2025 at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, has been called off. Although no precise reasons have been given, reports suggest that the war is no longer going as planned. According to reports, Alvarez is thinking about fighting against other opponents in the event that this high-profile bout is not available. There are also rumors that Alvarez and Jake Paul, the former social media star who is now a boxer, would fight. Talks suggest that this bout could take place on May 3rd, 2025 during the Cinco de Mayo weekend, although no official announcements have been made. In conclusion, with a number of high-profile bouts, title defenses, and maybe career-defining events for many competitors, the 2025 boxing schedule is looking to be one of the most intriguing in the sport's history. The boxers in the boxing community at large will be greatly impacted by the crowded schedule. For boxers, the frequent and intense competition can have both positive and negative impacts. On the one hand, well-known fights provide competitors a chance to establish their reputations, prove themselves, and get substantial payouts. However, fighters may experience physical wear and tear, injuries, and burnout as a result of the strain to maintain optimal physical and mental health while juggling promotional obligations. Due to the demanding schedule, some fighters may be compelled to take greater chances during their careers, like as switching weight classes or taking taking on more challenging opponents than they may have in the past. For the boxing community, these packed schedules generate a renewed sense of excitement and competition. With fights that have a big impact on division rankings and upcoming matchups, fans gain from more regular events. Promoters, trainers, and the media will also need to put in more effort to make sure that every fight receives the attention it merits, and that some bouts don't get lost in the busy boxing scene. All things considered, boxing benefits greatly from the hectic 2025 schedule in terms of entertainment and visibility, but it also needs to be carefully balanced to protect boxers' health and the long-term viability of the sport.